Hey, what's up? This is Spider Prime 1, back again with another Transformers video review. Alright, this time I'm looking at Animated Legends Prowl. And this is the single release version. Just like how the Bumblebee from last video was the single release version. And I'm saying that because the versions of Prowl and Bumblebee, at least those two I know for a fact. I'm not sure about Starscream and Prime, but when Animated did the Rescue Ratchet with Optimus and Bumblebee, and the Stealth Lockdown with Prowl and Starscream, the Prowl that came with Lockdown and the Bumblebee that came with Ratchet, their Autobot symbols, instead of being red, were silver. And I don't know if there was any differences on Starscream or Optimus that could be like easily identifiable. But yeah, the single releases of Prowl and Bumblebee have red Autobot symbols. Here and right here on his chest. And then the ones that came in the 3-packs had silver Autobot logos. So, just a little fun fact for you. I like the bike mode. It's not anywhere near perfect. If this were a real motorcycle, I'd never, ever give it a second glance. But as it is, especially from the front, it looks pretty good. It looks alright. I just kind of wish, especially on this side, the bottom was a little bit more sleek, instead of being all blocky and having a dip in the middle. But you do what you can do with it at this size. So to transform him, you want to lift the body up off of the legs here, and then unpeg the wheels from the upper legs, and then swing the lower legs around them. This one doesn't friction at all when you do it. So I just stick it there and then hope it stays there when I bend his knees. Whereas this one has the little kickstand right here. You can kind of friction that in there and it'll be a stopper. So when you bend the knee, the wheel stays. Unlike this one where when you bend the knee, the wheel moves. So, if there is a way to get this to stay, let me know. And then you want to turn the body, and then there's a peg here and a slot here, and then you just bend it down like this and tab it in, and then kind of bend the legs back. And then split the arms. And then turn at the elbow. And then grab his head and bring it all the way up. And there oops, don't untab his chest. There is Animated Legends Prowl in robot mode. It's alright. It's alright. I do have a few complaints. Number one, I wish his shoulders could go in more directions than just out. I mean, he can clothesline a guy, but I'd kind of like a forward motion too. I mean, those could have been ball joints instead of hinges, but then they probably would have he wouldn't have had the ball jointed elbows, which kind of limits him severely. Having a ball jointed elbow, yeah, that's fine and dandy, but if you can't move your arm in any other direction than out, they're kind of useless. His head, one, is an odd shape. It looks really funky. But two, it's like, it looks kind of normal when you have it like this, But if you were to bring it all the way forward, it looks like he's looking down instead of out. So you kind of have to position it in accordance with the rest of how he's standing at that moment. Otherwise, it just looks goofy. And he has kind of a puffed chest. The way he stands, and the way the front of the bike is. And then I already said about the wheel. But other than that, other than his head, his chest, and his shoulders, he's a pretty good figure. He's got ball jointed hips. Well, and the waist tab. I wish it were a little bit stronger. But then again, that just might be mine. But he's got ball jointed hips, bend at the knee while holding on to the wheel. And then he's got the ball jointed elbows, like I said. So he's still a good figure. I mean, he's fun to mess with, but not much in the way of... Oh, weird. Huh, his arms jut out at different angles. Interesting. That's very interesting. And now that's kind of bugging me. Yeah, look, this arm goes down farther than this one does. And I have the elbows all the way back. Interesting. So, well, there's another added bonus, I guess. But no, I like Prowl, if you'll stand. I say go out and find a version of this one. There's this one, the see-through version, and then the Elite Guard version. And if the Elite Guard version has a price point anything like the Deluxe Elite Guard Prowl, find this one. Or, if you don't have the Stealth Lockdown or the Rescue Ratchet, or a Ratchet or Lockdown of the animated version, you could buy those, and then get the Legends guys that come with them. And then you can have the silver Autobot logo instead of the red one. And be cool like that. So, alright, well, I am Spider Prime 1. This is Prowl. And I will have Legend Starscream up in a little bit. But until then, I am signing off.